This question is asking to calculate the product moment coefficient. Okay, that's another way to measure correlation. It's called product moment. So you have Spearman's, you have product moment, and there are others also. But these are the two we'll be studying, Spearman's and product moment. The formula for the product moment is in the list of formulas. It's the longest formula in the course. Remember we said we're going to use all the formulas. We use this formula, the median, we use the mode formula, we use the mean formula, the variance and standard deviation formulas, we use them. We use Spearman's, that's number 11, part E. Okay, please check out the, the recordings for it. And now we're in product moment. We're in this formula there. Okay. Let's take a little snapshot of it. Every term in this formula have sigma. Okay. Now it says you can check out assistance in week 7, page 3 and 4. Weekly notes number 7. Okay. And here is the formula again. And here are the steps as to how to deal with this formula. Each term is broken down into, is numbered. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here you have explanation as to how about going to do number 1 to get number 1. How about what you have to do to get number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. It's all explained here in weekly notes number 7. Okay. And what else to do? To break these 6 numbers into 3 numbers, A, B, and C, and to calculate what you call R. So Pearson's is the one who developed this formula, and he used the letter R for a relationship. And here you have an example, and we're going to apply this working out to question number 11, part C, how to measure the correlation product moment wise between hours of study and score. So the ranking, we don't need the ranking because that's for Pearson's. Okay. So this ranking that's going on there, that's for Pearson's. We don't need that ranking. So you can ignore this. Our X is the hours of study and the Y is the score. X is the independent variable and Y means score. So always you see X in this formula, it means hours of study, 9, 40, 9, 40, 15, 42, and 60. And the Y, each X have a corresponding Y. A student said they studied for 9 hours and they got 30%. One said they studied for 60 hours, they got 99%. So there appears to be a relationship between hours of study and score. Let us measure this relationship by using this measuring device called Pearson's product moment. We must get an answer between 0 and 1. Anytime you see you are measuring correlation, -1 and 1 are the extreme values. You cannot get a value more than 1. You cannot get a value less than -1. Have to be between -1 and 1 inclusive. Okay. Here is an example how to get the 6 numbers and break up those 6 numbers, or break down those 6 numbers into 3 numbers and then to calculate R. This example gives us a perfect positive, get a 1 exactly for this example. Let's see what we get for our worksheet question. All right. Now, we have to calculate that first number here. It says the n times the sum of xy. Now remember when it says it's the sigma, we have to find what is xy first. Okay, before we sum. Okay, what is xy? XY means X times Y. XY means X times Y. These are the X's and these are the Y's. Also, you can do this manually by using the values in the assignment itself. But in my example, I have 9 times 30 equal. I go to my calculator. And I type 9 times 30. Whilst you type in the numbers in the assignment, 9 times 30 is 270. Because I need to find the XY first before we sum. N will be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll multiply by 7 after I do my addition. But before I do my addition, I have to multiply XY first. Because this is saying to sum XY. It's not saying to sum X, then Y. We have to sum XY. Start from the right. We have to do the XY. The next XY is 40 times 60. 40 times 60 is how much? 40 times 60 is 2,400.
Sorry,
40 times 65, sorry, 40 times 65, true, correct. 40 times 65, finding the XYs, I put 40 times 60. Thanks for the correction, 40 times 65. 2,600. Now, you can appreciate the slowness and the, now remember, we are studying this course for a real research. It's not just to calculate R and to know how to calculate R. It's to complete a research. In the research might have R in it, Pearson's product moment. So in a real research, we're not going to be imagine you have your N is 30 students, and you're multiplying 9 times 30, 40 times 65. You have to do that 30 times. Okay? So I put N as 7 because it's an assignment, all right? But in the real situation, we will not really be doing this, for want of a better term, poco like that, okay? So you can easily go to Excel. There will be our X's and there will be our Y's. First column, X and Y. So as I'm doing that now, you all can do it. Centralize this. So we centralize up to 7, doesn't matter. My X's are, let's put this in bold. I will encourage you all to be doing this as I'm doing that then now, if you have access to Excel. If you don't, or if you do and you don't really want to do it that way, you have to do it manually. Continue multiplying X by Y manually using your calculator. X, these are the X's. All right, let's verify. 60, 42, 15, 49, 49, 30, 65, 40, 70, 40. Historically, before online, offline, in the classroom, physical classroom, I have to be writing all of this on the whiteboard or the chalkboard. Okay, before it used to be chalkboard, now it's whiteboard. and then manually writing this and then multiplying 9 by 30. Okay, but we are online now and we have access to the tools which are really going to be needed or be utilized in a real research. X times Y. Okay, let's just centralize this. Go back there. It doesn't take a little much time just to write it over here, but then I think it's going to be easier later down and even more accurate. Equal A2, okay, times B2, X times Y, enter, 270, just like how we got 270 there. Once you do one, just go to the little green rectangle or green square, the lower right corner, double click, bam. Here's our XYs. Below here, find the sum of XY. One five. Okay. 5, 5, 10. Okay. So what you can do is to apply this if you have the possibility, or you can continue manually doing it, and it is thoroughly explained in the weekly notes number 7. Here it is. Here are the XYs, and then you multiply by n. N is 6 in this example. So that will give us the first number, all right, in the very long correlation by Pearson's formula. Okay. So after we have multiplied X by Y and we summed, then our sum of XY is 15510. We can come here and type. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to below write the first number. I'm going to write 1, and first number is 15510 times 7. Or 7 times 15510. Because bear in mind, we have to multiply by n. N times the sum of xy. So the sum of xy I've got to be 15510. I have to multiply it by n now, which is 7. And that will give us our first number. Enter. 108,570. Paste. Bam. So it'll hold up. Yes. First number. Enter.